Ladies and gentlemen, imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, energy, and clarity, ready to take on the day before the world even gets started. Now think about how different your life could be if you embraced the power of early mornings. Every day we make a choice when that alarm goes off. Do we hit snooze and let another day slip by? Or do we rise with intention, taking control of our time and setting the tone for a productive, successful day? The truth is, waking up early isn't just a habit, it's a mindset that can completely transform your life. It's about getting ahead of the world, finding your focus, and building the momentum that will carry you through your day with purpose. So let's dive into why waking up early isn't just a good idea, it's the key to unlocking your potential and setting yourself up for success. Every morning, you face two options: stay in bed with your dreams, or wake up and pursue them. Take a moment to consider this. Every single morning, you make a decision that sets the direction of your entire day. Do you hit the snooze button and drift back into sleep, or do you rise with intention, ready to take charge of your life? Many people find it difficult to get up early because they don't fully grasp what's at stake. They convince themselves that 5 extra minutes of sleep won't hurt, but those minutes add up. 10, then 20, and before they know it, they're scrambling through their morning, already feeling behind. This isn't just a habit, it's a mindset that keeps them stuck. I understand that waking up early isn't always easy. The warmth of the bed, the pull of sleep, the comfort of staying under the covers, it's all tempting. But here's the reality. Those who succeed don't let comfort control their actions. They rise early, not because it's easy, but because it gives them an edge. Early mornings offer clarity, focus, and self-discipline, a time when the world is still quiet, allowing you to get ahead while others sleep. In the next few minutes, I'll show you why waking up early can transform your life, how to make it easier, and how to turn your mornings into a powerful tool for success. Let's dive in. Number 1, the magic of early mornings. There's something almost mystical about the early morning hours. The world is still asleep, the streets are quiet, and there's a calmness in the air that's impossible to find at any other time of day. During those hours, before the chaos begins, you have something rare: time for yourself. No distractions, no interruptions, just peaceful moments to think, plan, and set the tone for the day ahead. Most people fail to recognize the hidden power of mornings. They see waking up early as a chore, something they have to do, rather than something they get to do. But let's view it from a different angle. The early morning is the only time when you are truly in control. There are no emails flooding in, no phone calls demanding your attention, and no responsibilities pulling you in different directions. It's a rare opportunity to get ahead while the world is still asleep. Think about how most people start their day, waking up late, checking their phone for notifications, and rushing to get ready. They're already overwhelmed before the day even begins. Compare that to someone who wakes up early, stretches, hydrates, plans their goals, perhaps reads or exercises, all before the sun rises. Who do you think is setting themselves up for success? The answer is clear. Waking up early doesn't just give you extra hours, it gives you control. Waking up early allows you to be proactive instead of reactive. Rather than waking up and feeling behind, you wake up with purpose. You take charge of your day instead of letting distractions and circumstances control it. This is the difference between those who make progress and those who stay stuck. Early mornings also offer mental clarity. When you wake up early, your mind is fresh, undisturbed by the noise of the world. It's the perfect time for deep thinking, idea generation, and setting your intentions. Many successful individuals swear by early mornings, not just because they have more time, but because the first few hours are when the mind is at its sharpest. Whether it's writing, problem solving, or creative thinking, early mornings are the best time to tackle it. Of course, waking up early alone isn't enough. You must use that time wisely. But when you do, the results are undeniable. Your days feel longer, more productive, and more intentional. You're not just going through the motions, you're living with purpose. If you've never experienced the power of early mornings, you're missing out on one of life's greatest advantages. Try it for a week. Wake up before the world, step outside, breathe in the fresh air, and enjoy the silence. You'll feel a shift, the clarity, the control, and once you experience it, you'll never want to go back. Number 2, how to use your mornings effectively. Waking up early is a great start, but what you do with those extra hours truly matters. It's not just about being awake, it's about being intentional. Many people wake up early but waste that precious time on distractions like social media or lying in bed. That's not the goal. The goal is to use your mornings to fuel your body, sharpen your mind, and set the stage for a productive day. Successful people don't wake up early just for the sake of it. They have a plan. They rise with purpose, following routines that make them stronger, sharper, and more prepared for the day ahead. They understand that how you start your morning shapes the rest of your day. To use your mornings effectively, think of them as a 3-part system. First, wake up your body. Second, feed your mind. Third, plan your day. Master these areas, and you'll maximize your potential each morning. The first step is to wake up your body. Your body is like a machine, and if you don't get it moving, it stays sluggish. The best way to start your day is with movement. Stretching, yoga, a workout, or even a brisk walk. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest athletes ever, followed a morning routine that included running before sunrise. He believed that training before the world woke up gave him an advantage over his competitors. Starting strong by waking up your muscles energizes your system before the day even begins. The second step is to feed your mind. What you consume in the morning influences your mindset for the rest of the day. Starting the day with negative news or mindlessly scrolling through social media fills your mind with stress and distractions. Instead, choose something that uplifts you. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He spends hours reading every morning before anything else. He believes that learning is one of the best investments you can make in yourself. Even dedicating just 15 minutes to reading something insightful, whether it's a book, an article, or an audiobook, will help you grow and prepare. The third and final step is to plan your day with intention. Instead of diving straight into work, take a few minutes to determine your top priorities. What absolutely must get done today? Take Oprah Winfrey, for instance. Before she starts her day, she takes time to reflect and visualize what she wants to achieve. She aligns her actions with her goals. By having a plan in the morning, you ensure that you're working on what truly matters. This 3-step system, moving your body, feeding your mind, and planning your day, is the key to a successful morning. It doesn't need to take hours. Even 30, 60 minutes dedicated to these steps will make a difference. Consistency is key. The impact won't be noticeable in just one day, but over weeks and months, these habits will compound, making you more focused, productive, and in control of your life. Number 3, the mindset of an early riser. Waking up early is more than just a habit. It's a statement. I control my time. I control my life. It's easy to hit snooze and tell yourself you'll get up tomorrow or wait for the perfect moment to start. But here's the truth. There is no perfect moment. The only moment you have is now. If you want to achieve something great, you need to train your mind to act, not make excuses. The difference between those who rise early and those who don't isn't just the number of hours they sleep. It's their mindset. Early risers don't view waking up as a burden. They see it as an opportunity. They know that waking up early isn't about losing sleep. It's about gaining time. It's about taking control before the rest of the world starts to dictate their day. Look at history's greatest leaders, thinkers, and creators. None of them waited for perfect conditions. They built discipline and mastered their routines because they understood the importance of structure and self-mastery. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He started each morning by looking in the mirror and asking himself, if today were my last day, would I be happy with what I'm about to do? This question helped him focus on what truly mattered. That's what waking up early is about, controlling your thoughts, energy, and actions, making a conscious choice to live with purpose instead of merely going through the motions. But here's the challenge. Your mind will resist. It will tell you that it's too cold outside, of the blankets, that 5 more minutes won't hurt, that you can always start next week. This is where most people fail. They listen to their feelings instead of their discipline. They wait for motivation instead of building discipline. Motivation is unreliable, but discipline is what transforms lives. Look at someone like Jocko Willink, a former Navy SEAL and leadership expert. He's known for his 4:30 wake-up time because he believes that discipline separates winners from everyone else. He wakes up early because it gives him an edge. By the time most people are still in bed, he's already ahead. Trained, planned, and set for success. That's the power of the early riser's mindset. Discipline, like a muscle, strengthens with practice. Every time your alarm rings, you're faced with two choices: snooze or rise. In that split second, you're either training yourself to stay the same or become stronger. And every time you choose to get up, you reinforce the mindset of an early riser. Being an early riser isn't just about work. It's about having time for yourself before the world demands from you. It's about creating space for reflection, focus, and self-building. Take Maya Angelou, who had a strict morning routine. She would wake up early, go to a quiet place, and write in solitude for hours. That time helped her stay creative and successful. So what about you? What kind of life do you want to build? Do you want to stay stuck in the same routine, hitting snooze and rushing through your days? Or do you want to take control, wake up early, and lead your life with purpose? The choice is yours. Train your mind to be strong, and soon, waking up early won't be a struggle, it will be a privilege. Number 4, the power of solitude in the morning. In a world full of distractions and demands, finding peace is rare. We wake up to notifications and emails pulling us in different directions before we've even had a chance to think. But there is a window of time when silence still exists, early morning. In that silence lies one of the greatest advantages you can have: solitude. Solitude in the morning isn't just about being alone, it's about creating space for yourself. Space to think, breathe, and reflect. When you wake up early, while the world is still asleep, you enter a quiet world where everything feels clear. Your thoughts aren't clouded by the noise of the day, and you can focus on what truly matters. Many of history's greatest minds embraced early morning solitude as their secret weapon. Albert Einstein often took quiet walks in the morning to allow his mind to explore new ideas. He believed that solitude and monotony stimulate creativity. It's no surprise that some of the brightest minds in history valued silence. Solitude allows you to step away from the pressures of others and truly listen to yourself. What do you want? What are your priorities? What kind of life are you creating? These are questions that can only be answered in stillness. In today's fast-paced world, solitude is often misunderstood. Many equate being alone with loneliness, but they're not the same. Loneliness is a feeling of emptiness, while solitude is a choice, a tool for growth, and a way to reconnect with yourself. Take Leonardo da Vinci. One of the most brilliant minds in history. He understood that solitude was crucial for deep thinking and discovery. He once said, "If you are alone, you belong entirely to yourself. If you are accompanied by even one companion, you belong only half to yourself." In the early morning hours, you belong entirely to yourself. There are no distractions, no interruptions, just time to think, reflect, learn, and create. Solitude in the morning isn't reserved just for artists, scientists, or writers. It's for anyone who wants to take control of their life. Imagine waking up early, before the demands of work, family, and responsibilities take over, with time solely for yourself. No rushing, no stress, just time to sit with your thoughts, plan your day, and reflect on your goals. That kind of morning can change everything. Consider Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players ever. He was famous for his Mamba mentality, a mindset rooted in discipline, focus, and relentless improvement. His mornings were sacred. Before anyone else woke up, he was already in the gym, training in silence and perfecting his craft. He understood that early mornings weren't just about work. They were about being fully present with his thoughts and visualizing his success. That solitude gave him the edge over everyone else. You don't need to be a world-class athlete to benefit from early morning solitude. Even just 10 or 15 minutes of quiet time can make a huge difference in how you feel, think, and act throughout the day. During these moments, you can meditate, journal, or simply sit with your thoughts. You can focus on your breathing, listen to your inner voice, and remind yourself of what truly matters. But here's the catch. Most people avoid solitude. They fear being alone with their thoughts and distract themselves with social media, entertainment, or endless tasks. They don't want to sit in silence, but silence is where growth happens. It's where you confront your fears, doubts, and dreams. It's where you gain clarity and direction. Even some of the greatest leaders in history understood this. Mahatma Gandhi, who led a movement that changed the world, dedicated time every morning to solitude. He would wake up early, sit in silence, and reflect before facing the challenges of the day. He believed that if he didn't take time to center himself, he wouldn't be able to lead effectively. The same principle applies to you. If you don't take time for yourself in the morning, the rest of the world will take your time. Your day will be filled with distractions, obligations, and interruptions, leaving you exhausted and unfocused. But if you start your day with solitude, you take control. You enter the day with a clear mind, a focused heart, and a strong sense of direction. So how can you practice solitude in the morning? Start simple. Wake up just 15 minutes earlier than usual. That short time of silence can transform your mindset. Resist the urge to check your phone. Instead, take a deep breath and just be present. Journal your thoughts, write down your goals, or simply go for a quiet walk. Meditate or sit in silence. Focus on your breathing and let your mind settle. You don't need an hour, and you don't need a complicated routine. You just need to give yourself the gift of time. Time to think, breathe, and reconnect with yourself. In the end, morning solitude isn't about isolation, it's about empowerment. It's about building a foundation of clarity and peace before the world tries to shake you. It's about stepping into your day as a person who leads, not just reacts. So tomorrow morning, before the noise begins, take a moment for yourself. Sit in silence, listen to your thoughts, feel the stillness, and remind yourself, this is where strength is built. This is where clarity is found. And this is where success begins. Number 5, successful people and their morning rituals. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's not luck and it's not just talent. Success is the result of daily habits practiced with discipline and purpose. If you look at the most successful people in the world, you'll notice one common pattern. They all have a structured morning routine. Morning rituals aren't about waking up and rushing into the day. They're about setting the tone, building momentum, and taking control before the world demands your attention. A strong morning routine doesn't just make you feel productive, it trains your mind and body for success. Consider Benjamin Franklin, one of history's most brilliant minds. His morning routine was simple, yet effective. The first thing he did each day was ask himself a question: what good shall I do this day? By setting an intention first thing in the morning, he ensured his day had meaning and direction. He then spent time reading, planning, and exercising, knowing these activities prepared him to perform at his best. His success wasn't just the result of intelligence, it was the result of daily discipline. But Franklin wasn't alone in this practice. Many top performers, from CEOs to athletes, follow structured morning rituals that help them operate at their highest level. Let's break down the key morning habits that have helped some of the world's most successful people reach extraordinary heights. One of the most common habits among high achievers is waking up with purpose. Instead of hitting snooze multiple times, they get up as soon as the alarm rings. This small decision sets the tone for the rest of the day. If you start your day by giving in to the temptation of just 5 more minutes, you're training yourself to delay action in other areas of life. But if you wake up immediately, you train your mind to take control. Take Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks. He wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every morning and follows a strict routine. He exercises, reflects, and drinks his first cup of coffee while reviewing his goals for the day. This structure gives him clarity and focus before he steps into the fast-paced world of business. Another critical habit is physical movement. Successful people understand that energy is everything. If your body's sluggish, your mind will be too. That's why some of the world's greatest minds prioritize exercise first thing in the morning. For example, Barack Obama, during his presidency, made it a point to work out every morning. He knew that if he didn't take care of his body, he wouldn't have the energy or mental sharpness needed for the challenges ahead. Whether it's a full workout or just 10 minutes of stretching, moving your body in the morning helps wake up your system, improve focus, and build discipline. Another powerful ritual is feeding your mind. What you put into your brain in the morning sets the tone for how you think and operate the rest of the day. Successful people don't start their day by scrolling through social media or diving into emails. They start by learning something that expands their thinking. Consider Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft. Every morning, he dedicates time to reading and absorbing knowledge from books, articles, and newspapers. He believes that learning is a lifelong process, and by starting his day with new ideas, he stays ahead of the curve. If one of the world's most successful billionaires can find time to read, so can you. But success isn't just about productivity, it's also about mental clarity and emotional balance. That's why many high achievers start their day with meditation, prayer, or journaling. Mahatma Gandhi, despite leading one of the most significant movements in history, never let the stress of the world dictate his state of mind. Every morning he practiced silence and reflection. He believed that if he didn't center himself first, he wouldn't be able to lead others effectively. Another key practice is visualization and goal setting. Many successful people take time each morning to picture their success, reaffirm their goals, and mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. Take Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example. Long before he became a world champion bodybuilder, a Hollywood star, and the governor of California, he used the power of visualization. Every morning, he would picture himself achieving his goals, whether it was winning a bodybuilding competition or starring in blockbuster films. By visualizing his success first, he trained himself to take action toward making it a reality. Your morning routine doesn't need to look exactly like these examples. The goal is not to copy someone else's habits, but to find what works best for you. The key is to design a morning routine that energizes you, sharpens your mind, and sets you up for success. A great morning routine follows a simple formula. Wake up with purpose, no snooze button, get up as soon as the alarm rings, move your body, feed your mind, practice mindfulness, and plan your day. Start small, choose one or two habits, and commit to them. Over time, your routine will evolve, and you'll start to see the benefits unfold. Success doesn't happen in a single moment. It's built on small, consistent actions you take every morning. When you create a morning routine that aligns with your goals, you take control of your time, your energy, and ultimately, your life. So tomorrow morning, instead of rushing into the day without direction, take a step back. Start your morning with purpose. Build a routine that fuels your mind and body, and watch how your life begins to transform, one morning at a time. Number 6, overcoming the challenges of waking up early. Waking up early sounds great in theory, but when the alarm goes off before the sun rises, that's when the real challenge begins. Your bed feels warm, your body feels heavy, and your mind whispers, just 5 more minutes. Before you know it, those 5 minutes of extra sleep can quickly turn into half an hour, and suddenly your entire morning routine is off track. This is the challenge that prevents many from becoming early risers. The struggle between comfort and commitment. The truth is, waking up early isn't just about setting an alarm. It's about changing your habits, mindset, and your approach to sleep. Many people believe they're simply not morning people, but that's not true. No one is naturally programmed to wake up at a certain time. It's all about conditioning. If you've spent years waking up late, your body is accustomed to that. But just like any habit, it can be rewired. The first and most common excuse people make is, I'm just not a morning person. This statement is one of the biggest lies people tell themselves. The reality is that no one is born a morning person. It's a behavior, not a biological trait. Take Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, for example. He wakes up at 4:00 a.m. every day to train before the world even starts. Do you think he wants to wake up that early? No. He does it because he has trained himself to push past discomfort in pursuit of success. Another major obstacle is staying up too late. Many people want to wake up early, but end up staying up late watching TV, scrolling through social media, or procrastinating on sleep. You can't have it both ways. If you want to wake up early, you need to prioritize sleep. A great example of this is Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, who wakes up at 3:45 a.m. The key to his success isn't just waking up early, it's going to bed early. He understands that sleep is a tool, not an inconvenience. Many people sacrifice sleep for productivity, but the truth is lack of sleep actually makes you less productive. If you're serious about waking up early, the first step is to fix your nighttime routine. Start by setting a bedtime that allows you to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Many fail to wake up early because they don't respect their sleep schedule. Instead of staying up late watching Netflix or scrolling through your phone, start winding down an hour before bed. Dim the lights, avoid screens, and read a book or journal. Your body needs signals to prepare for sleep, and the more consistent you are, the easier it becomes. Then there's the issue of waking up feeling groggy. Many people try waking up early but feel exhausted the moment they open their eyes, and they convince themselves they need more sleep. But feeling groggy upon waking is normal. It's called sleep inertia. Even the best early risers feel sluggish in the first few minutes after waking up. The difference is they don't let that feeling stop them. A simple trick to overcome this is to get moving immediately as soon as your alarm rings. Sit up, put your feet on the floor, and take a deep breath. Then do something that forces you to be physically active, whether it's stretching, drinking a glass of water, or taking a cold shower. This immediately signals to your brain that the day has started. Another effective trick is placing your alarm across the room. If your alarm is right next to your bed, you'll be tempted to hit snooze. But if you have to physically get up to turn it off, you're already out of bed, making it easier to stay up. Small adjustments like this can make a huge difference. One often overlooked obstacle is having no compelling reason to get up. Without something exciting or important planned for the morning, your brain will struggle to see the point of waking up early. That's why it's crucial to give yourself a reason to wake up. Look at Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group. He wakes up at 5:00 a.m. every day, but he doesn't just jump into work. He starts his morning with activities he enjoys, such as exercising, spending time with family, and doing things that make him feel alive. This creates motivation to wake up early. If you struggle with finding a reason to wake up, try scheduling something enjoyable in the morning, whether it's reading, journaling, working on a personal project, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of coffee. Make your morning something you look forward to, not just something you have to do. Another common challenge is giving up too soon. Many people try waking up early for a few days, struggle, and then quit. But waking up early is a habit that takes time to develop. You can't expect to transform overnight. Instead of making a drastic shift, start small. If you currently wake up at 8:00 a.m., don't suddenly force yourself to wake up at 5:00 a.m. That's too extreme. Instead, wake up 15 or 30 minutes earlier each week. This gradual change makes the transition easier and more sustainable. And finally, hold yourself accountable. If you struggle with self-discipline, find an accountability system. Tell a friend or family member about your goal, or set up a morning check-in where you send a message as proof that you're awake. Use habit tracking apps to keep yourself motivated. The more accountability you have, the more likely you are to stick with it. Waking up early isn't just about time, it's about discipline, self-mastery, and commitment. It's about proving to yourself that you can control your actions instead of letting your actions control you. The battle against the alarm clock is won the night before, with the decisions you make about your sleep, mindset, and habits. So what's stopping you? Are you really not a morning person? Or have you just never trained yourself to be one? Are you struggling because of external circumstances? Or are you holding on to excuses that keep you in your comfort zone? The good news is you can change. You can become the kind of person who wakes up early, takes control of your time, and starts each day with intention. But it begins with a choice. The choice to stop making excuses and start making changes. Tomorrow morning when your alarm rings, don't hit snooze. Don't let your comfort win. Get up, take control, and prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. Because once you master your mornings, you master your life. Number 7, the ripple effect of a strong start. The way you start your day directly impacts how the rest of it unfolds. A strong morning creates momentum, and momentum fuels success. Conversely, a slow, chaotic, or unintentional morning sets the stage for distractions, stress, and inefficiency. This is known as the ripple effect, where one good habit in the morning leads to another, and before you know it, you're living with purpose, focus, and energy. Imagine 2 people waking up at the same time. One rolls out of bed, grabs their phone, scrolls mindlessly for 20 minutes, then rushes through the morning, already feeling behind. The other wakes up with intention, stretches, drinks a glass of water, and spends the first few minutes setting their mindset for the day. Who do you think will have a better, more productive day? It's obvious. One person is reacting to the day, while the other is taking control of it. The ripple effect works both ways. A strong start can lead to a day filled with focus, accomplishment, and progress, while a weak start can lead to procrastination, frustration, and wasted time. The small decisions you make in the morning, whether to get out of bed immediately, whether to exercise, whether to set goals, shape the rest of your day and ultimately your life. Take Margaret Thatcher, the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. She was known for waking up at 5:00 a.m. every day. Long before meetings or political discussions began, she used the early hours to prepare, read, and think deeply before stepping into high-pressure situations. That extra time gave her clarity and confidence, and the effects rippled into every decision she made throughout the day. This is why successful people don't just focus on waking up early, they focus on what they do with their mornings. They understand that a productive morning sets a powerful tone for their work, interactions, and ability to make decisions with confidence. Consider the simple habit of making your bed in the morning. It sounds trivial, but this small act can create a chain reaction of productivity. Admiral William H. McRaven, a former U.S. Navy SEAL, spoke about this in his famous speech, "If you want to change the world, start by making your bed." He explained that making your bed gives you an immediate sense of accomplishment, a small win that encourages you to complete the next task and the next. It's not about the bed, it's about building discipline and momentum. The same principle applies to exercise. If you start your morning with movement, whether it's stretching, running, or hitting the gym, you set yourself up for higher energy levels, sharper focus, and greater resilience to stress throughout the day. Haruki Murakami, one of the most celebrated novelists, follows a strict morning routine that includes running. He believes that physical movement clears the mind and enhances creativity, allowing him to write with more clarity and flow. Your mindset and morning habits affect the rest of your day. If you begin with negativity, checking social media, absorbing bad news, or complaining about the day ahead, you're setting yourself up for frustration. But if you start your day by practicing gratitude, visualizing success, or reading something uplifting, you prime your brain for positivity. Take Maya Angelou, the legendary poet and author. She had a ritual of waking up early and spending time in solitude, reflecting on her thoughts before putting pen to paper. This quiet, intentional start allowed her to tap into deep emotions and create work that resonated with millions. As we wrap up, remember this: the power to transform your life begins with one simple decision: to wake up early and start your day with purpose. It's not just about adding more hours to your day. It's about taking control of your time, your energy, and your future. If you want to break free from the routine and unlock your full potential, it starts the moment you decide to rise, take action, and lead your day. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Make it happen now. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the content that helps you become the best version of yourself. Remember, your success starts with the first step, and that step is just one morning away. Let's make it count.